Yeah, good morning now. Good morning, Ray.
Morning, Trev.
It was just such an underwhelming start, wasn't it? He didn't stop the cross at source. Fornals, who I've been a massive fan of the improvements he's made since he's got to West Ham, he had enough now. And I think that first situation where he's let the winger see his number, he's got caught out of position, he's finished it well, and I think that's affected his performance moving forward. I was quite surprised that he stayed on the pitch. I thought David might have put him out of his misery, to use better words, because I thought Lanzini was doing okay. But it was just a little bit underwhelming. I think it affected all the players. To concede a goal in the first minute, it was shook. The stadium went quiet, and obviously the Frankfurt fans were buzzing. And it took a while to get them going, but I thought there was a good reaction. We hit the woodwork a few times. I thought the limited Frankfurt to very few chances. And if you look at certain things within the side, Cresswell's corners, every one of them went into the goalkeeper's hands. Yeah. And I'm thinking, if you didn't fancy him before, and David Moyes said, listen, we don't fancy the keeper, put it on him. Yeah, get players around him, he dealt with it. All right, we'll change that because we already know that he can deal with it. So start putting him in a different area of the pitch. I just think we were shell-shocked, and it was almost like the night, we missed the night. We played the occasion, we didn't play the game. And if we would have played the game and the players would have played up to the performances levels that we've seen them do before, I think we would have had a much better performance. So, listen, it's all on, over at their place. I don't think West Ham can play as bad as that again, and I think they've got every chance of turning this.
Well, listening, David,
I thought Ben Rama changed it a little bit, didn't he, Trev? I thought he was a good little spark when he come on. He had that great effort when he just clipped the outside of the post, and that was
so close.
That was a brilliant effort.
And I think sometimes if you at times think you deserve to play, because he has been good, Ben Rama. Probably not got the goal return that he would like, but he's been good, and you can see his confidence, and there's a little bit more trust with David Moyes. I think sometimes when you're on the bench and you think, my God, the lads are struggling here, and you think, get me on, I'm going to change it. And he seemed to have that bit between his teeth when he came on, and it was a great effort. I mean, you mentioned it just at the top there. I mean, Bowen's over a kick. I can't get my head around it when I see a left footer do it.
Fantastic.
It was you're talking an inch lower, that hits slightly lower on the bar, and it goes over the line. It was an
also, he could have hit
effort.
the goalkeeper on the back and gone in. Of
course it could.
When he come down, it was a little bit unlucky there.
It just didn't go for us, Ray. It was one of them nights, but one goal, innit? I mean, you see what we did in the last round. 3-0, not expected to do anything. The lads were unbelievable. I expect a similar performance.
And the good thing about it is away goals that don't count anymore. So, you go win 1-0, it goes into extra time, which is fantastic.
Exactly.
So it gives you a much better chance now.
You can tell in David's voice, Trev, that he's expecting a big performance away from home. We can play much better, and I think inside, he won't admit it, but I think he feels West Ham will go there and beat them.
Yeah, I do. And you're not going to be that gung-ho and come out and say that after getting beat at home 2-1, especially after conceding in the first minute. But you look at that side, and I'm looking at the Frankfurt side, and apart from Kamada, who I thought was absolutely amazing, Kamada, I thought he was a brilliant player, scored the goal, was involved in the game, fit as a flea, up and down, played kind of centre midfield, but he was box to box. He was brilliant. Apart from him, I didn't think that Kostic had a little bit here and there, but apart from that, I didn't think there was much to fear from them. So, listen, they'll analyse it, they'll look how they can play against the 3-4-3 better. Certain scenarios, can you press a little bit quicker? Can you go together? Can you lock on and stick to task? And if you do that, I don't think they've got the ability to beat us.
It's been a great week of football, hasn't it? That City game. What about the City game?
Oh my God,
what about
that was outrageous.
Were you a bit upset when City got that 2-goal cushion and then they give the penalty away, and you're thinking, should he, it's hard to criticise Pep Guardiola, should he have just said, right, we're now in front, we get a 2-goal cushion, let's flood the midfield, let's stop them being a threat?
No,
No,
I absolutely love that. Well, listen, you could do, but I don't think you can change Pep's philosophy. He wants to keep the ball and he wants to go for goal all the time. I thought both teams played the game the way the game should be played. Trying to score goals every time you get the ball. Amazing amount of quality on the pitch. The atmosphere was superb. I was pinching myself. I was just pinching myself. The goals were going in. Kevin De Bruyne's early start. I just thought it was an absolutely brilliant advert.
Silva's finish as well.
It was a brilliant match, and the biggest praise I can give the players of Manchester City would be do the same, because if they press high and stick to their task and no one dives in, and if, say, a defender drops his shoulder, you don't just down tools and think, oh, he's done me. You get back goal. If they do that, Real Madrid weren't good enough for Manchester City.
Well, first half, City's pressing was unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Real Madrid couldn't get out.
Yeah, no, they squeezed and pressed the life out of him. And if they go with the same attitude and Real Madrid don't change their shape, I can't see any other outcome. I think Manchester City will just outgun them. A little bit like what Newcastle used to do to teams. They'll win 5-3, but it'll be an unbelievable game, but they'll win. And I think Manchester City are that confident, individually, collectively, that they can go to the Bernabeu and do the same thing.
Ray, do you think City go through?
I do, yeah. I said it'd be a City-Liverpool final quite a while ago, but because I think they're just the two best teams at the moment in Europe, definitely. So it'd be a hell of a final, and obviously Liverpool still looking at quadruple, which is still possible. It's still possible, especially with Jurgen Klopp. The news with Jurgen Klopp signing a new contract, that'd give everyone a buzz around Liverpool, I'm sure.
What worries me a wee bit, Trev, and listen, I cannot see Liverpool not being in the final. But I think Villarreal have got a lot more to give, especially at home. I think they're going to.
I'm not sure.
They miss their striker.
Not in that performance at Anfield.
No,
but I can see a different side over there. I can.
Yeah, well, that might suit Liverpool even more. If you think Villarreal are going to come out and really have a go in at home, with people like Salah and Diaz and Mane, they hit you on a break, and it's game over. Then if they get the first goal, Liverpool, game over.
But we'd love Liverpool City final, wouldn't we?
Of course we would. I mean, City. Talking about Liverpool the other night, and I watched the first half, and they were a little bit bamboozled by the tactics and such a negative play that Villarreal started the game. And you can understand that because man to man, they're not going to be able to compete. So, what's Unai Emery going to do? They're not good enough to play and go at it toe for toe with Liverpool. So it was a poor showing first half. And I thought Liverpool looked a little bit bamboozled and the crowd were a little bit quiet. Second half, obviously, Jurgen Klopp and his coaching staff have done the job at half-time. They've probably given him a little bit of a dressing down, a bit more intensity, a bit more belief. Come on, don't lose this opportunity. Gone out second half, blown them away. Yeah. And in the end, second gear. Liverpool didn't get out of second gear. Started bringing off players. Jota, Origi came on, Keita, and they rested Henderson and Mane and Diaz. Obviously thinking about the weekend. They've got a decent task against Newcastle this weekend.
Ooh,
I can't see him dropping any points.
And City at Leeds?
Too focused. No, I can't see it. Not in this.
I'll tell you what we should do. Give them the weekend off, Al, like the Mooses. Give Liverpool and Man City. Give Liverpool Man City the weekend off. They ain't going to lose, are they? Might as well just don't bother playing the game.
And he's like, what have I said?
What have I done?
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.